By the end of this video, you're going to understand all the new EPC rules that the government have brought in, and for once this is a positive thing for landlords. So you want to hang around and listen to this if you're a landlord or if you're thinking about being a landlord. But let's put this into perspective. So the Conservative government brought the EPC rule in, I can't remember what the year it was, but they said by 2025 now you're going to have to get every property to an EPC level of a C and above, which at the moment is going to be difficult, and they estimated it's going to be around 10k per property to do this. So you imagine lots of landlords, since that got announced, started leaving the market. Conservatives for once realised they probably got this wrong. Also, they realised it's very difficult to police this and embody it correctly. There's loads of contradictory things like, okay, we don't want you to have gas boilers by this point, but if you have electric heating, it puts your EPC up, and they knew it's just complex. Also, you get 5 different EPC like people that come and give you the certificates, and you'll get 5 different readings from each of them. Is not a consistent way to do it. So the Conservatives actually said, look, we're scrapping that, we're not bringing that law in. Then Labour got in, and Labour, as they've been doing so far, we just thought, oh, let's carry on with this landlord bashing, let's get this landlord bashing stick out and just keep on bashing these landlords. And they then said, no, we're bringing it back in, and we're going to have it by 2030. Or if you've got a tenant that leaves between 2028 and 2030, you're going to have to get these up to a C. So obviously, again, now this is with all the other problems, the renters reform and loads of these other pressures, Section 21 tax, more and more landlords are leaving the market. There's more landlords leaving the market than there is coming into the market, putting absolute pressure on the market. It's having the reverse effect of what they intended it to do. So let's have a look at what the new plans are. As I said, this is positive. So as it stands at the moment, landlords are going to be able to claim a 30k grant for their properties. I'm gutted. I knew we could claim grants, and I fixed 3 boilers in the last few weeks, so I should have been out getting the grants, but hey ho, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But it's not every single postcode is going to be applicable to this, but a lot more postcodes. It's widening up, and my prediction is that's just going to go wider and wider and wider across the whole of the UK eventually, wherever there's a landlord is going to be this in place. It obviously depends. As long as a tenant is not earning over a certain amount of money, then, or it doesn't matter if they're housing benefits or working tenants, as long as not earning over a certain amount of money, you're going to be able to get up to £30,000 per property. As I said, solar, a lot of these EPCs, some of the only ways to bring them down is by solar. So that is a really positive thing. Also, they said they're going to now eliminate like listed buildings, because before they was going to bring in listed buildings, bringing listed building up to these regs, like because of the windows and the stuff, it's just impossible. And even a lot of Victorians, really hard to do that, because especially with insulation, sometimes you have to do it internally, and then on some of these old listed buildings, you might make the room too small. There's just loads of complications with it, so they completely bypassed them out at the moment. So that again is more good news. I feel they're going to bring more and more good news in around this, but only time will tell. So is this another good bit of news that's going to make you want to start buying property? If it is, make sure you watch this video here, because this is the fastest way to get you started on the property game.